Ashley here. Now that Season 3 of Star Wars The Clone Wars is over, I ask you to post your questions about the season and also about Ahsoka on my Facebook pages and Twitter page, and I'm here to answer them today. I have to tell you, unfortunately, most of your questions were either about Season 4 or Ahsoka's fate, and I can't answer the questions about Season 4 because this is a spoiler-free zone. But also, I don't know Ahsoka's fate. I wish I did. Trust me, I'm just as anxious as you are to find out about what happens to Ahsoka. But in the meantime, I have some answers about Season 3, so let's get to those. The first question is from the Sarlacc Pit podcast. You ask, how did you tackle doing the older grown Ahsoka in the Mortis Trilogy? Though the Mortis Trilogy episodes were actually some of my favorite episodes to do in the entire series, as an actress, they were actually quite difficult because you had to do, regular Ahsoka, you had to do grown-up Ahsoka, and also evil Ahsoka, so it was a lot of fun to dive into as an actress. As the older Ahsoka, I really had to go into the lower register of my voice. It's something I generally have a high-pitched voice, so Ahsoka in Season 3, I put her in my lower register anyway. So to play her even older, I really had to tap into that lower register. For evil Ahsoka, that was actually, I got some tidbits and I was helped out from James Arnold Taylor and also our director, Dave Filoni, who is one of the best directors I've ever worked with. But the two of them worked with me to really tap into a different kind of reading, and that was a lot of fun. So those episodes as an actress, I have to say, were a lot of fun to do. Next question is, I'm actually going to read two questions because they were very similar. This one is from Tim, and he asks, what has been, in your opinion, the most important episode for Ahsoka in Season 3? And Eric asks, what Ahsoka moment do you think indicated the most substantial growth in your character? And I read both of those questions because the answer, I'm actually going to use the same episodes. I'm going to use the season finale episodes because to me, that was my favorite moment for Ahsoka, and also I think it showed a lot of growth for Ahsoka. The difference between Ahsoka from Season 1 all the way to the season finale of Season 3 shows how much she's grown, and they were really important for her because, Ahsoka was on her own, and we really got to see, how far she's come, how Anakin and Obi-Wan and Plo Koon and everybody's training for her, how she was able to actually put it to use. And when she was captured and she was with these younglings, she didn't second guess herself. She immediately put a plan into action and she took charge. And, going back to Season 1, she was the snippy sidekick, and now in the season finale of Season 3, we got to see how she put a plan in place, she took charge, and, she helped save the day, and it really showed me that she was less of the Padawan, and, she was more, one of the guys, one of the gang, one of the Jedi, and she knew exactly what to do. So I thought that was a big moment for Ahsoka. Another question is from Taylor. She asked, without giving away any plot, what do you think of Ahsoka and Lux's new relationship? I also have a question from Kyle, and he asked, how do you feel about Ahsoka making eyes with a separatist kid? Both of those questions were similar. I loved the episode Heroes on Both Sides. And I really liked the relationship dynamic between Ahsoka and Lux. I wouldn't call it a romance, or I wouldn't call Lux Ahsoka's boyfriend like people have been calling him. But I really liked how Ahsoka's view changed towards the Separatists in that episode. As a kid, your views are your parents' views, really. Your views are just what you've been taught. And as you get older, when you start making your own decisions and you form your own views, that's interesting to see, and we really got to see that here with Ahsoka. To her, it was black and white. It was, there's good and there's evil, and there's no in between. And I thought it was really neat how we got to see Ahsoka interact with Lux, who was someone, close to her own age, and she was able to relate to this other character, yet he was a separatist. That blew her mind. The fact that, a separatist could be, he wasn't evil. It wasn't just that easy. And so I hope to see more of them in the future. I don't know, but I really think that relationship is going to be an interesting one because there's a gray area there. It's not as black and white, and she's beginning to form her own views that not all separatists are evil. So it'll be interesting to watch that relationship pan out. If it does, we'll see. All right, this question is from Dustin. What does Ahsoka eat? Well, I don't really have that answer. You'd probably have to ask Dave Filoni. I know we saw her eat with Barriss in an episode. It looked like something like tofu. I don't know what it was. If Ahsoka's anything like me, I like Italian food and definitely have a huge sweet tooth. So Ahsoka, she's pretty slim, pretty trim. I don't know if she, eats a lot of sweets, but maybe she'd sneak in a bowl of pasta every now and then, because that's my personal preference. All right, this question is from Tag. Do you think that Anakin brings out the rebellious nature in Ahsoka, or do you think she'd be just as defiant under a by-the-book Jedi like Obi-Wan? Another similar question is from Anthony, and he asks, sometimes Ahsoka seems a lot like Anakin, and other times she seems devoted to the strict Jedi code. Is she noticing the dark side? To that, I would say, the nice thing about Ahsoka is she's a combination of everyone. Obviously she's more like Anakin because Anakin is her master, and she's becoming much more spontaneous like Anakin. She's not as by the book as she was when she came out of the Jedi Temple. But what I like about her is because she does spend so much time with Plo Koon and Obi-Wan and the other Jedis, she's a mix, and she does do things by the book. She does stop to think about what she learned in the temple. She's not as spontaneous as Anakin, and I think that, in my opinion, that may make a difference in her future. I don't know, but it is interesting to see her, as a mix of everyone. And the last question is from Rachel, and she asks, which Her Universe shirt do you think would be Ahsoka's favorite? I would say Ahsoka's favorite shirt would be, I have to say two here, would be the Ahsoka Chibi shirt that we have, because it's obviously just her shirt, and it sums up her personality. She says, I'm a Jedi Knight, or soon will be, because she wants to become a Jedi Knight so bad. And but the other one, I have to go with the Plo Koon and Ahsoka shirt, because obviously it was designed by my personal Jedi Knight, Dave Filoni. I consider myself his Padawan, and his favorite character is Plo Koon. So I really feel that that shirt sums up the respect that she has for Plo Koon and their relationship. I mean, Plo Koon found Ahsoka and brought her to the Jedi Temple, so I would say that shirt would have a special place in her heart. That's all the answers I have for today. Thanks for sending in all of your questions, and I hope to answer all of your Season 4 questions next season. But we're hard at work on Season 4, and I know you're going to love it. We have some amazing episodes coming up. So thank you for tuning in all season long for Season 3, and have a great summer. Watch the reruns, and we'll be back with an amazing Season 4. May the Force be with you.